All right, let's talk about NHL playoff player stat leaders pre-second round, post-first round, and of course it's 2019. Let's start with points. Number 1, Mark Stone with 12 from the Golden Knights. Number 2, Max Pacioretty. That dynamic duo with Paul Stastny in between the two won't be seeing the second round. Isn't that nuts? I know the league issued an apology to the Golden Knights, and what good's that going to do now, right? In the third spot here, we've got a five-way tie for 9 points with Rantanen, Marchand, Ovechkin, who's no longer in the playoffs, boo-hoo, single tier, Slavin, and Carlson. Let's move on to goals. Number 1, we've got a three-way tie between, there he is, Mark Stone with 6, Couture, and Hurdle. 2 tied for first that are San Jose Sharks. They've been outscoring their goalie woes. And we'll get to that when we get to the goalie section of how woeful it is. In the second spot here, we have a four-way tie for goals. With 5, we've got Pacioretty, another Golden Knight, Rantanen, Backstrom, who's out of the playoffs, as is Matthews. I'm just trying to keep it together after saying a Leaf's name out loud. Sometimes I just break out in tears. Let's talk about assists. Number 1, we've got a bit of a tie for 9 assists with Slavin from the Carolina Hurricanes. There's that category which they lead in, the Hurricanes, along with Carlson from the Sharks. He played a lot of minutes in that Game 7. Can he keep doing that for the rest of the playoffs, or at least the next series against the Avalanche? I don't know. We shall see. Number 2 spot for assists, we've got, with 7, we've got Theodore from the Vegas Golden Knights. In the 3rd spot, we've got, we're tied with 6, we've got Stone, Pacioretty, Bufflin, Stastny, and Peter Angelo. We've got the entire Vegas Golden Knights second line. Oh, I know. Vegas fans are just like, want to punch themselves in the face. They want to punch somebody else in the face. Maybe you want to punch me in the face. It's going to be a lot of punching. I don't know what that means. Let's move on to face-off win percentages. Number 1, we've got Dubinsky from the Columbus Blue Jackets with just under 65%. Number 2, we've got Jankowski. Number 3, Monahan. And number 4, Lindholm. And of course 5, backing up the wagon there is Bergeron, because of course he's amazing at face-offs. And even though I think it drops off quite a bit after Bergeron for the rest of their centers, I mean, I'm going to say with Krejci and with Coyle, for instance. But whereas as Toronto, if we did like team face-off win percentages, I think they would be higher because Matthews, Tavares, and Kadri, before he got himself booted from the playoffs, were pretty decent in that stat category. Let's talk about plus minus. Number 1, Radulov from the Dallas Stars. Number 2, we had a tie here between Chara, Eberle, and Barzal with plus 6. And in the 3rd spot, we got an even bigger tie here. We have 3 Dallas Knights, Lindell, Klingberg, and Sagan. 2 Columbus Blue Jackets with Atkinson and Duchesne and Hainsey. I miss him already. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, don't worry. I'm not going to cry. And Lee. Lee also is a... Oh my god, I didn't put what they were. That must be a plus 5. It's got to be. It's a plus 5. Let's move on to some goaltending statistics. This gets pretty interesting here too. The goals against, which I don't think really tells the tale. But number 1 is Robin Lehner with 1.47. Number 2 is Grubauer with 1.90. Also tied for the 2nd spot is Bishop. And then we have Bobrovsky at number 3 with 2.01. Rask with 2.32, which is a little surprising because he seemed a little shaky the first 6 games of the playoffs. I mean, some games were better than others, but he had a fabulous Game 7. So, that helped. And in the 5th spot is Peter Mrazek from the Carolina Hurricanes with a 2.54 goals against. But that doesn't necessarily tell the story, does it? Why? Well, let's go over to move over to save percentages. We have Leonard. Okay, yeah. What's changed here? You're asking me. What are you talking about? Well, Leonard 0.956, Bishop 0.945 at number 2. Third spot we got Grubauer 0.939, Hoham fourth, Bobrovsky 0.932. Number 5 spot we've got Rask at 0.928. It didn't feel like his save percentage was that high, but the Bruins defense did their job at points. They played well, defensively as a team, and he did have some okay games. I just didn't think his save percentage was that high. Maybe that's last game, that game 7, probably bumped it up. And then we move on to number 6, Frederik Andersen here, another Maple Leaf, with .922 save percentage, and that probably would have been closer to the 4th or 3rd spot if he didn't have such a poor game 7. I mean, yeah, there was 2 empty netters there that won't count against it. It's only the 3 goals, but still, I think the shot total wasn't that high, hence the number. But in any case, there you have it. I could have done some more stats. I just didn't have the time. The turnover was really tight. I barely ate today. So I will be making another one of these after the second round, and perhaps we'll also get into NHL team stats as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like if you like this video. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And hey, if you happen to have any Hockey Geek friends, please don't feel shy about sharing. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.